So, Aleena usually runs these episodes.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're capable, Aleena?
I'm gonna do my best.
Hi, everyone. This is Alex Aleena here.
Hello.
And he will be covering for Aleena while she's out on maternity leave. We're very excited for her.
We are.
And we miss her dearly. Hi, Aleena, if you're listening.
Hello.
But welcome, Alex Aleena. And thank you for showing up as both you two.
Thank you, Sarah,
weeks.
for welcoming me into your space, because usually I'm over there where Kate is today.
That's true. You're just kind of meandering.
Yeah. Just kind of migrated slightly. Now Kate's got my situation over there.
Yep, but I am still dressed as myself.
Yes.
Alex was the one that had the honor of taking over.
Of course, donning this beautiful hair, which I grew out naturally for today.
Thank God.
Thank
God.
Yeah, really fast.
So in true Sarah Aleena fashion, this is episode 137.
Beautiful.
So 1 and 3 is 4.
Of course.
And 4 plus 3 is 7.
Uh-huh.
And 7 minus 3 is 4.
Right.
And 7 is a good number.
It is, and so is 11.
And 11 is cool. And 13 is Taylor Swift's lucky number.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know how any of those things relate, but I'm happy to be here with this number with you.
So am I.
Okay. So I feel like I'm weirdly in charge and like I'm the adult. And I have never had that experience before in my life, not even in parenthood.
No?
No, I'm just kidding.
Is Way the adult in this situation?
Oh my God. Thankfully not yet. But like, hopefully never. Hopefully I stay the parent forever. Mm-hmm. But it's so weird because I feel like with Aleena and I, even though like she wasn't the parent, I still felt like she was the motherly figure.
Right.
And now I feel like, oh my God, I'm looking around and I'm the oldest in the room.
Yeah, by far.
But okay. So just because you're here, you're still going to have that
It's still going to be me. Yeah.
Okay.
While I am Aleena, I'm still going to, Alex might slip through from time to time.
Thank God. Thank God.
Yeah.
This is like our first time like actually ever talking.
What are you talking about? Yeah, usually Sarah comes in, coffee in hand, headphones on, sits down, doesn't even look at me, doesn't say hello. She's
Very
like,
drama.
Are we ready to go? I'm
Yeah.
like, Sarah, we're ready to go. We're good to go. She snaps her fingers, we press record, and then when we're done, she walks out.
I know.
So this is the first time she's been forced to have a conversation with me.
This is so crazy. We never looked each other in the eyes like this.
Well, you usually don't let me make eye contact with you.
That's true. I am very diva.
Yeah. Like a
Speaking
certain
of that,
13 favorite number girl.
I know. I'm gonna go from start to finish.
That's insane.
I know. Well, welcome to Sarah's show. Okay. So I had this experience the other day, and this happens, I think, in LA a lot. So I'm sure maybe you've had this too. People are passing out flyers again.
Oh yeah.
People are out there on the streets trying to give people the flyers that they have.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what your flyer says. You have created this flyer and you want to give it to people. Mm-hmm. Very old school. Very early 2000s. Flyers are back. I thought these flyer people to me are kind of like actors in a sense. And let me tell you why. An actor has to go into a room and basically be told no thousands of times, right? Mm-hmm. These flyer people must be told 1,000 times no before they get, I'll take that shitty piece of paper that you created to throw away at my next street. Yep. They have the same level of confidence of like I'm not taking no for an answer. You're taking my flyer.
Yeah.
Like, have flyer people ever considered going into the acting business?
I wonder if there's any crossover.
I think there's got to be.
I mean, like, you have to have a certain amount of confidence just to be like, oh no, like I'm fine with you just like fully ignoring.
Exactly.
Like fully ignoring me.
I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
I couldn't be in a profession that was like, I'm just going to be like hand to the face. Like, I don't want your piece of paper.
Yeah. 100%.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't have that level of confidence.
Yeah. I saw the Saturday Night Live movie, and the guy.
I didn't even know there was a movie.
It was a fun movie. The kid from Stranger Things, Finn, plays a flyer person trying to hand out like tickets to be in the first crowd of the first Saturday Night Live thing.
Oh my
and
God!
Every part of it is just him going free tickets to the show, and he keeps like trying to like play it up like, hey, like new show that nobody's ever seen before, like it's gonna be insane, and nobody wants to take the tickets.
No,
like so like, but I can't. Like that, or like sign flipping, like doing that, like that.
But sign flipping, I could take because you're not asking anything of anyone. You're just like, hey guys, like watch me twirl my baton.
Yeah,
you're almost like a juggler.
Yes,
you're part of a circus. That's almost like a guitar person on the side of the road.
Yeah.
But like someone else is paying you.
Yes, yeah.
But flyer people, like they're out for the cause. Mm-hmm. They're like, and I don't even know what their cause is because I'm not taking the flyer.
Because you won't stop to listen to their flyer. Yeah.
I'm like, look, I'm so busy. So busy. I can't listen to this flyer.
Have you ever gotten caught in their web?
Oh, many a times, but I'm like, I almost like do like a duck and cover.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, like I use my limbs. I'm like, I can't hear, see, I don't know what's happening. I don't know how I'm going to
right out. Oh my God.
Exactly. I'm like, oh, someone's here like to help me with it. I can't, you know?
Yeah.
But like, I can't stop thinking about the type of, like, you just have to be a certain type of person. And it's the same as when I was talking about like the people that sit out front of Whole Foods with their desks, like, do you want to save the whales? And I'm like,
yeah,
you know, in theory, I'd love to save the whales.
I'd love to, yeah.
But I cannot sign my name to this.
No.
And I cannot give you my email.
I got caught at a Whole Foods for like a Save the Environment thing. I was standing there, and she was like, for like a small monthly donation of like $30 a month. I was like,
small.
I was like, I'm not even coming into this Whole Foods to buy anything. I'm sending a return out. Like,
shit.
I don't have the money for
Whole
this.
Foods.
Like, I would love to pay for the lemur's habitat.
Love to.
I need to pay for my habitat.
I know.
Like, I can't afford $30 a month.
No, $30 a month is
a lot.
Is a high price.
And also for her to go like, this is a low price. I was like, fuck are you talking about? You saw me pull up. Like,
I
no,
know.
I can't.
I always
saw
say
the
that.
spare tire on
You
my car.
saw my car.
Like, you saw this
Yeah.
shit. Get the fuck out of here.
No, it's so rude.
No.
It's so rude. You have to pick the person from the car.
Yeah.
I don't even have hubcaps on my tires sometimes. Like, they're stolen. And I'm like, if you see me getting out of my car with no hubcaps on and you're requesting me to have $30, no, ma'am.
No.
I may look like I'm going to Whole Foods buying all organic, and yes, I am, because that's where I do waste all my money.
Yeah.
But I don't have $30 for the lemurs because I've never met a lemur. You know, like, I can't confirm or deny that they need my money for their habitat.
Yeah. How am I supposed to be sure if they can't just do that themselves?
You know what you should do?
What?
They should have TikToks on their phone of lemurs.
Oh, make you feel really bad.
Exactly. You know, it could be like a moodang situation.
Yeah.
Like, come over here. Look, watch me scroll. Because if someone had a TikTok up, I'm willing to stop and listen.
Yeah. Like, have you seen the video of like, I think it's an orangutan that goes to fight like a bulldozing crane because it's like tearing
I don't
down
watch
woods?
monkey videos like you guys.
It was really sad.
Oh, wait, is it a chimp, Matt? A chimp?
I think it was an orangutan that's like going to like where its home is, like where it lives in the trees.
Oh, no, sad animal video.
And the field has been completely deforested. Like, there's no trees there, and you see him like fighting like a crane. Like, it's really fucking
That's
sad.
really...
It's
Alex,
really sad.
why are you trying to bring down the whole episode?
I don't know.
You just like thought you'd bring up this really horrible orangutan video?
You said bring up TikToks to make you feel bad, and that was the video that went in my mind.
Well, I said this in theory. Like, I said this would be good for the, you know, outside Whole Foods people not to discuss on the podcast.
That's true. That's
It's
true.
gonna work out, Alex.
Maybe not. Hey.
That's what I usually do.
Yeah.
But I'm like, Alex.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We need to bring in somebody else.
That's true.
Yeah.
Kate, would you stop if there was a cute TikTok video of a lemur? Like, would you pay $30 a month for a lemur if you saw a ton of sad TikToks?
I don't know. I mean, the algorithm does get me sometimes.
How about $15? What if it was $15? I'd consider.
I'd probably cave and be like, oh yeah, I can do that, and then just cancel the next. Like,
Yeah.
I'll pay for
issue
that
with
month,
me-
and then I won't.
Never cancel.
Yeah.
I did get
screwed.
Okay, so I do have a story. I got scammed once. There was a guy going around. He was asking. It was the same thing. It was like at Sprouts, and he was like, "Hey, like I'm selling books for schools." Like, he had this whole flyer. He was like, "You
There's
can
a flyer.
donate."
There's a flyer
He was a
involved.
flyer. He opened it. He was like, "You can donate like 10 books for like this elementary school." Blah blah blah. And I did it because I was like, okay, just like a one-time donation. It was like $50. I mean, it did kind of. It was a lot.
This is like an Alex haircut situation.
Yeah.
But he got me.
$10?
He got me. Yeah, it was like
See, actors.
You know, he got me. And then, like, I definitely got scammed.
Yeah.
Because
They
I
were
went.
taking more.
Well, no, it was, like, kind of sketchy. Like, I just, like cash apped the guy. And then I, like, went afterwards and, like, looked up the, like, website, quote-unquote website. Couldn't find anything.
Oh, no.
And I was like, I just cash apped the guy $50.
That's so funny because I had a similar feeling of a scam where a guy felt very professional. I was going to a concert at the Forum.
Okay.
And I was parking, and I'm parking my car just in this random parking lot pretty far away. And this guy,
for the venue?
it wasn't like labeled parking for the venue.
Okay, it was
wasn't
LA
labeled.
parking lot.
It's just a parking lot near the Forum. And this guy with a clipboard and a high vis vest comes up to me.
Fool anyone.
He comes up to me. He goes like, "Hey, are you gonna like? It's $30 for the spot." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh no.
And I just Venmo'd him.
No.
And I realized I just Venmo'd like his direct Venmo. And I remembered the story that my uncle, family friend, said that when he was growing up in the Bronx, they would charge people for a parking lot that they didn't like have any
That's so
rights
sick.
to. So he would just go to a parking lot and be like, all right, yeah, $10. And people would just pay. If you just throw a high vis vest on and go to a parking lot.
Clipboard?
Sure. Yeah.
No, I know.
Just give him a piece of paper, write a number. I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Only like when I got to the venue, I was like, maybe I didn't have to pay him.
Like maybe that guy didn't work for the parking lot.
yeah. Especially because his parking lot was like, I think to a church. Like,
Yeah. There's no charge here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's free. I'm pretty sure this is God's lot. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
God does not require money.
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah.
That's so funny because I feel like you and Kate are both like extremely nice people.
Thank you.
Like on a scale of 1 to 10, you guys are 11s.
Thank you. That's sweet.
And so like, of course, anyone coming up to you asking for money, you're like, no problem.
Yeah.
Like I have like $15 in my account, no problem. It's yours.
I went to the dermatologist last week and I had to drive through downtown LA and a guy, I'm sitting at a stoplight, he starts squeegeeing my windshield.
Oh
like,
no.
Fuck. I have to pay this guy. I opened my wallet. I only had a $5 bill or like 20s. I was like, oh fuck. I was like, thanks, man. He was like, thank you. And I was like, fuck.
I needed that for Chipotle.
Yeah, like these are serious funds that I can't just keep paying away.
You know what sucks is that like you didn't ask for that.
No, I didn't. I didn't. If he had asked, I would have said no because I didn't want to pay for it.
That's really
I had
funny.
to.
We're telling you about ZocDoc.
You guys, the holidays are literally just weeks away, but with all the parties and gatherings, it's no surprise that we see an uptick in people getting sick. But don't worry, because it's easy to prepare. It's easy to prepare for any future coughs and tickles like I have right now with ZocDoc.
ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors. Choose the right one for your needs and click instantly to book an appointment.
And with everyone traveling to visit family, those doctor's offices are sure to fill up quick. But don't worry, because with ZocDoc, appointments happen fast, typically within just 24 to 72 hours of booking. And you can even score same-day appointments.
Plus, the website is so easy to use, even I can do it. So you can say goodbye to waiting on hold or being transferred from doctor to doctor. Thanks to ZocDoc, you can spend less time in the waiting room this fall and more time visiting pumpkin patches or escaping corn mazes.
Well, you definitely won't find me in a corn maze this year because that's insane.
Okay, but if you're planning to stick to hay rides, make sure you watch out for those allergy flare-ups. Go get your ducks in a row now and find your allergist with ZocDoc.
We are talking in-network appointments.
Is it appointments or appointments?
They are in the
Person.
web.
Appointments.
We're talking about in-network appointments with more than 100,000 healthcare providers across every specialty, from mental health to dental health, eye care to skin care, and much more.
Ensure this holiday season is one of the best ever. Take our advice and visit ZocDoc today.
Stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/still and to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today.
That's ZocDoc.com/still. I'm doing it again. That's right. I see what you're saying. That's ZocDoc.com/still. ZocDoc.com/still. That's a mouthful.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Wow, you're really getting yourselves in these situations.
Getting scammed. Did I tell you when I got scammed for Bruce Springsteen tickets?
I mean, that's really sad.
It was on Twitter. It was so embarrassing.
What happened?
It was the day of the concert and the tickets were so expensive. And I was like, oh, let's just go on Twitter. Some people sell them for cheap on there because they decide last minute they can't go.
This feels like a Craigslist situation.
It is. It really was. And I'm texting this woman. She's like, oh, yeah, if you just send me the money, I'll send you the tickets. She's like, you send me half. I'll send you them. Then you can send me the other half. I was like, okay, that's great. So I sent her half.
Oh no.
I sent her half, which was a couple $100.
Oh my God.
And then she DMs me on Twitter and she goes, I just heard back from my husband. He said that he just texted me. He was like, this is baby, you charged him way too little. You need to charge him more for those tickets.
No, Alex.
And I was like, no, I was like, that's pretty unfair. Can you at least send me the first ticket? I'm fine to send you the extra 100 that you want if you just send me the first. She sends me a screen recording and she's like, oh, I can't do that. I need to send them both together, blah, blah, blah. My girlfriend's yelling at me. She's like, this is clearly a scam. Her roommate's yelling at me. She's like, this is clearly a scam. I'm like, okay, this is clearly a scam, but I really want to go.
So you thought, let me just lose my money and not.
Yeah. So I sent them another $100 and
Were the tickets sent, Alex?
No. And I'm on the phone like
You
like
sent her
texting this guy.
another $100. Alex, you deserve to get that haircut.
I know.
Now that I'm learning more about you, first the parking lot,
Yeah.
now Bruce
Yeah.
and the hair, and you bought products from that guy.
If you just walk up to me in like public and say you owe me money, I'll probably give you $20.
I'm gonna start doing this every time I show up.
Yeah.
I need some gas money when I go back. Hey, Alex, I need money to get here.
Oh, sure, of course. Here you go.
Here's my Venmo.
So stupid. And I was like upset. I was like, you're clearly scamming me. She was like, scamming? Never. And like sends like a smirk emoji. And I was like, you're rubbing it in my face that you're ripping me off.
Alex.
I was like, I'm at the venue. I can't run and get like a pay card. Like, please just send me the tickets. And they're like, until you send the extra two, like the last half, you can't. And I was like, fuck you. Like,
That
you're
sucks
scamming me.
so much.
It sucked so much. I was like, the concert's about to start, blah, blah. Then I was in such a shitty mood while like my girlfriend and her roommate, like they made fun of me once and I was like, and then they were like, oh, so it's not funny.
You need
So
like an
pissed.
hour or two.
Yeah, I literally needed an hour
Doesn't
and then
that
it was
suck?
okay.
That like when you're in the moment of something like that, like other people can think it's funny, but you're not there yet.
Yeah,
And then you're like, I'm kind of a bitch.
Exactly. Yes.
Like I'm still hurting from this.
100%.
But you like almost hate that about yourself a little bit.
100%.
But like you can see it's gonna be funny, but you're
Yes.
just not there.
Exactly. I was like, I hate myself right now. I have to pout.
Yeah.
I'm going to hate that I pouted,
Yep.
but I have to do it
Yeah.
because in an hour, I'm definitely going to roast myself harder than you roast me.
Totally.
But like, I need this
I'm down.
hour. I need this hour to be down.
You know what I experienced the other day when I'm curious if you feel the same way? This is off book, you guys. Okay, so this is not even on our list. Crazy.
Ooh, yeah. Honestly, almost all of this has been.
Well, flyers.
Yeah,
Alex,
flyers. Yeah.
I'm getting to that next one because that's gonna
Okay.
be fucking hilarious,
Okay.
you guys. Just you wait. I had this happen to me the other day. I'm curious how you would feel because I feel like you're also a little bit sensitive in the same way that I am.
Mhm.
So you're enjoying your day. Have you and your girlfriend gotten into a fight? Or do you guys still like Romeo and Juliet?
yeah.
Okay. You're having a fun
She's
day.
beating the shit out of me. I'm kidding.
Oh,
No, I'm
we should call somebody.
Yeah.
You guys are enjoying your day, and all of a sudden, like, she does something, and you're like, wait, that was kind of rude.
Mhm.
How long after she, like, maybe says, like, Alex, I fucked up. I was kind of snippy there. Like, I'm sorry. How long from that I'm sorry moment do you forgive her?
I usually fold pretty quick, but sometimes
Not even
I'll
in
play
the
it.
folding.
Yeah.
Like, you forgive. You're like, oh, thank you. I
Oh,
appreciate
like,
the apologies.
yeah.
You get over it.
I'll tease for a minute, be like, yeah, well, maybe you should like, I don't know,
Make me a sandwich.
yeah, make me a sandwich, and then I'll be okay. But
It's quick.
It's
you could,
pretty quick, yeah.
Okay.
I'm
See,
pretty soft.
I forgive honestly instantly.
Yeah.
But that takes me like a full day to be like, I'm not mad anymore. Because what I'm realizing about myself is like, I forgive you,
Mhm.
but I'm still hurt.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
get to like I still heard what you said and I know you're being snippy.
Yeah.
But like I don't know how to get from I totally know that was a knee-jerk reaction because I have knee-jerk reactions. And I'm
yeah.
like, if it was me, I would want you to forgive me right away.
Yeah.
But when it's someone else, I'm like, okay, I forgive you. And I know that you didn't mean that, but like, I'm still hurt.
Yeah.
And
no,
it's annoying that I don't get to a better place quicker to me.
I totally understand that. Like, there have been moments where she or I have been frazzled and like we're just kind of snippy or bossy to
Yeah.
each other, and it does hurt. But you're like I'm like, hey, like I know I'm not the root of your stress, so don't put the stress on me. Blah blah. Like,
Yeah.
I'm here to help you, whatever.
Exactly.
But then when it happens to you and you feel like you got lashed out on for somebody else's stress, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, that kind of hurt. Like, I'm on your team. We're on
Yeah,
the same team
we're on the
here.
same
like
team.
we're attacking life together, life's problems together. Like, it's-
Exactly.
like we're fighting this together. Don't make me feel like we're on opposite ends.
Exactly.
So I think I understand why. Like, I feel like I'll feel the same sometimes too. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, like don't like we're together, so don't do that.
Exactly. That's what I'm totally feeling in the moment of like,
Yeah.
and then I also like try to put myself in their shoes of like,
Yeah.
I know they didn't mean that.
Yeah. Of course not.
And like, I know I have bad reactions.
Yeah. 100%.
So I guess I'm just trying to get to the point of like, maybe like, I'm trying to get to a point in my life where like I feel something, I say I'm sad, I say what hurt me, and then I'm able to quickly be like, they didn't mean that, I'm not hurt anymore. But I
Yeah.
guess I feel like it's new to me to fully like experience that range of emotions. Typically before, I would almost kind of shut down in a way of like, that didn't hurt my feelings.
yeah.
And like push through and be like, nothing bothers me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now I'm in the phase of like, oh, that did hurt my feelings, but how do I get it over it quicker?
Mm-hmm. I think that because usually previous to that you would push through it, it's like you'd say you push through it, but it's almost like you didn't allow
push
yourself.
down.
Exactly.
I
You
did push
suppressed
through.
it.
I suppressed.
You
it.
suppressed it. Like that shouldn't hurt me. That didn't hurt me because I'm strong and I'm stronger than whatever that was. That was meaningless. Blah blah blah.
Exactly.
That really like I'm a big girl. I'm a big boy. That shouldn't really hurt my
Yeah.
feelings. When it can, things do hurt your feelings,
Yeah.
and you are allowed to be hurt by those things.
Yeah.
So I think that because now you're like allowing yourself to feel that way, you're maybe not like I don't think it's anything you need to learn how to do better. You should be like, okay, like that did hurt. I feel like it's valid that I felt that way.
Right.
But now in the recovery process, like it's valid they felt that way. They saw that it hurt me.
Yeah.
They validated my feelings.
Yeah.
I know that they didn't mean that. They know
Yeah.
they didn't mean that. We can move on. Like we can move forward. But it understands that it stings. But I think that because now it's the first time you're acknowledging this thing, it's harder for you to be like, okay, well, this thing's gone now.
Right.
You just want to be like, okay, it's gone
Like I
immediately.
want to enjoy the rest of my day as if it
Yeah.
never happened,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
probably is what I would have done before.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's such an interesting thing that as a new feeling person, I'm experiencing like a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
You know, for the first time.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to know that like not everyone's just like, okay, cool. I guess like everyone moves through it. And not just an instant pace. Like it's
Yeah.
not just like just because you can forgive someone doesn't mean it's off the table and like that you didn't feel sad.
Yeah.
I just hate feeling sad, but I know it's important.
I wonder.
guess.
Do you think that before when you would kind of suppress it like that, would you do it because you didn't want to feel the emotion, or you didn't want to let somebody else know? Because for me, something that I've been working on is that I oftentimes am like a people pleaser,
Yeah.
and I got a lot of it from like seeing like my mom interact and like what love means, whatever, is like managing other. Like I have a tough time always concerning myself with managing other people's emotions.
Yes.
So it's like I want to make sure people know that I love them and that isn't like going to be taken away. So
Yeah.
do you think that sometimes you didn't or you don't want to be like, I'm hurt because you don't want them to doubt like how you feel about them or how you're feeling about the situation?
I think it's like two-sided. Like the first one is like my image that I had of myself is a constantly happy person.
Mm-hmm.
And in the vein of that, I thought I'm always happy. I'm not going to let something that's fleeting take away this image I have of myself. Nothing bothers me. So everything's small, you know?
Yeah.
And in the vein of like, I don't feel sad. I don't feel angry. I'm choosing to be happy. What it made me realize is like, oh no, you do feel those things. You just pretended you didn't. And then
Gotcha.
and the flip of that coin, it's in saying that hurt my feelings, I'm acknowledging that like maybe I'm sensitive.
Yeah.
And like I in my head previously to this would have said I'm not a sensitive person.
Yeah.
And like being sensitive is
Silly. Yeah.
And like saying like, especially I felt like if you know somebody so well, give them grace. Like let them have a moment. It doesn't have anything to do with you. They're just like, they're kind of lashing out. But I didn't take it, like I've taken it more to heart now almost.
Yeah.
I'm just, honestly, I truly am feeling all the things that I would have felt as a kid. Like I feel like I'm relearning who I am and how to communicate with people and like what my feelings are and like how to respond if I'm annoyed or like how to communicate if I'm sad. And all the time I'm watching myself and doing these things because I have someone else watching me. So it's like before I would have been like, nope, don't care, flying over it. But I'm like, okay, what would I want like my child to do? So like there's a whole nother layer of like, I have to show what it's like to process feelings. And like, I don't want her to be like, I'm never sad.
Yeah.
I'm never angry.
Yeah.
Those aren't feelings I feel because I was just telling Kate even before this, I think all emotions are so extremely important and it makes you into such a strong person that like, I'm choosing not to fly by anything I feel, and I'm choosing to feel everything as if it's as important as feeling happy.
Absolutely.
Like being sad is just as vital. Being angry is just as vital. It's how you communicate it. And like I'm relearning how to communicate it now.
Yeah.
Then because I spent so many years being like, I'm always happy.
Yeah.
I'm never sad.
Yeah.
I'm always a bubbly person. Nothing you say is going to affect me.
Yeah.
And like that's just not the case. Like that's just not a human behavior. Like things will hurt you.
Yeah. And I think that's great to do that, especially, I mean, obviously now you want
Yeah.
way. You want to make sure that she processes her emotions and
Totally.
is like feeling the things she feels. Like if you're sad, it's understandable to cry. Like it's okay.
Yeah.
Like that's part of life. There's gonna be ups
Exactly.
and downs, and you have to be okay riding the ups and downs. Because if you're instant like you're always happy, then if you're not feeling happy, you're like, well, what's
You're
wrong?
trying to
What's
avoid
wrong
that.
with me? Like,
Yeah.
like I'm not feeling like my bubbly self all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like I like just hid that for so long, and I feel like I feel such higher happinesses now that I'm really feeling everything.
Yeah.
So I think it's such a positive. But moving to a hilarious topic
Mhm.
that I feel like is perfect for you, Alex Aleena.
Perfect.
So to Dachshund Corbin, he's on his like eating healthy journey, and he's like,
Yeah.
so he works out at a place, and so he eats out a lot.
Mhm.
And so he's like, I want to stop trying to eat out all the time. Like I want to pack more healthy food. And so I'm in this process of like, okay, what could I help him pack in the morning? Like what could I get him ready that's like easy to eat at work but also super healthy?
Mhm.
And in my mind, I found this new really healthy high protein yogurt. And I'm like, hey Corbin, like would you eat yogurt? Like
Yeah.
I'm trying to think in my mind, like, have I ever seen a man eat yogurt? Like, I don't think I've seen a man eat yogurt. Like, I'm
Not a real man.
yeah.
Not
yeah.
A real man doesn't eat dairy.
Well, dairy. Oh,
Is yogurt dairy?
no, it's dairy, but it's not the act of it being dairy. It's the act of him opening the lid,
Yeah.
taking his baby spoon,
Yeah.
and dipping it in, and then
And doing the airplane.
into his mouth.
Yeah.
I'm like, do men eat yogurt? I don't know.
Not ones that have sex.
Exactly. I've never seen a man eat yogurt.
Yeah.
I am racking my brain at night being like, when's the last time I saw a guy, man, boy, child, a baby eat yogurt? Yeah, for sure. But at a certain age, are men being told, does a text message go out to men being like, all yogurt eating must stop.
Yeah.
You cannot flip a lid open and be a manly man and expect girls to want to go on dates with you if you're
Yeah.
flipping open this thing of yogurt.
Yeah.
I'm picturing myself at work. I'm picturing myself sitting there with all my guy friends. I do not have one image of them eating yogurt. Alex, you're a big man. Do you eat yogurt? Do you eat yogurt publicly?
Publicly.
Not privately, not behind closed doors. I'm talking, are you opening some yogurt and eating it with a spoon on a bench for
On a park
people to
bench?
see?
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're really secure.
I'm very secure
But
in my
do you
sexual
feel weird
habits.
about it?
Only if it only when if it does like shoots on me. Only when you peel it back and like some cream gets.
But
in your
like
face.
someone looks over at you like, okay, this hasn't happened. You have a girlfriend now. Like say like a gaggle of girls are like walking
Yeah.
by and they're looking over and you're eating yogurt. Like are you for a moment are you like, man, I wish I was eating a hot dog?
No, because that's even more. Man,
No, hold on.
I wish I was deep throating a wiener.
Not a wiener. Hey, dang it. I wish I was eating a burger right now.
Damn.
Like are you
Damn.
ever like, damn, I wish I wasn't eating this yogurt?
Damn, I wish I was eating a girl out right
I hope that was
on a
that
park
would be
bench.
weird. On a park
No,
bench. Picture yourself eating yogurt.
yogurt. I think that I'd be okay. If anything, I think you can make yogurt like hot. Like you can like
You
get a little
can?
scoop of you can like
No, Alex,
you can, like,
it's getting
suck
uglier
on the
by the second.
spoon.
It's getting that's what girls do. But like a manly man, like I'm thinking of a manly
Yeah.
man food. I was thinking
that's
like
the thing
what
that,
what
like,
is it?
I never like so when I like imagine what people see me as like when they see me in person.
Because you're a tall person. Now imagine
I'm
a
a
small yogurt
But
container.
but I'm a tall person, but I'm not like Arnold Schwarzenegger where this yogurt is small in my hands.
No, but
and
it
like
is
this.
because your height. Because your height, your stature.
I think that this is a deeper self-image thing where I don't see myself as all that big because I'm lanky.
Okay.
So I don't see myself as like hulking over people
Okay.
or like large. I just see myself as like normal sized.
Okay. You're above average.
I know. Yeah. I'm like 6'3", 6'4".
That's pretty tall.
But I was the shortest in my friend group up until the
That's
middle of
crazy.
high school.
That's crazy.
I grew 7 or 8 inches in one.
Everyone,
over
this
one
is
summer.
outside of California. We don't have this type of stature in
Yeah,
California.
yeah.
So you know.
It's yeah,
So
that's
like
true.
for California, you're kind of 7 feet.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I've walked in. Like sometimes I'll walk in a room and be like, "Wow, I'm by far the tallest," and that's weird to feel.
Yes.
But yeah, so I've been a short guy and I've been a tall guy, and I'll choose tall every time.
Of course.
But
But you'll eat yogurt if you're tall or you're short.
yeah. But I guess if I was short and I was eating yogurt, then I feel like it's like, look at this fucking short
Guy,
fucking eating his little yogurt. I bet he's got gummy bears in his back pocket.
Yeah.
And he,
I couldn't picture it.
and maybe a diaper on.
For sure.
But me, I can rip on a yogurt, squeeze it with my big bear mittens.
Okay, now you're talking about Go-Gurt.
No. This is a regular yogurt because I'm so fucking big.
Is that how you eat your yogurt?
I can just,
Yeah, right.
I can just and do that.
It'd be everywhere. And that'd be even more embarrassing.
Not with my big ass mouth with my 6'4" body.
My God.
Yeah.
This is making me think of like, you know how Girl Dinner was really popular like a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Like girl, number one, love Girl Dinner.
Yeah.
Like I'm all about it.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to think of like, okay, could a man like be outside and like pick up a cracker with cheese, put it together? Like I can't picture like men sitting on a bench. In my mind, that all this is taking place on a bench.
Yeah.
So
or on a picnic blanket.
On a picnic blanket. Okay, so you're sitting on a picnic blanket. You're enjoying the outdoors.
Yeah.
Just you. By yourself.
Just me by myself.
And you've packed yourself cheese and crackers. Are you placing this slice of cheese on the cracker? Is that normal for a man?
Yeah. So I think in that situation, if I'm eating cheese and crackers on a picnic blanket in a park,
Yeah.
I'm feeling very indie vibes. I'm feeling very,
okay.
very. I might be smoking a cigarette too.
Okay.
Like I might like.
Would you
know what I mean?
rather dip a cracker in cheese or place cheese on a cracker?
Ooh,
What's more
like
manly?
dip a cracker in
Like
cheese,
a brie.
like whiz.
No, Alex, too far.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Brie cheese, a fancy cheese, or would you put like a slice of sharp cheddar on a cracker? Like, what's more manly, dipping or placing?
I think placing.
Okay, so you wouldn't necessarily bring a pile of brie.
So I don't know enough about cheese to know what brie's like.
Are you kidding me?
Brie's like kind of whitish.
It's like that one. It's like a soft one. It's like a soft cheese where you dip a cracker in it.
I feel like maybe scooping is a little bit more manly because you're like,
Okay.
shoving it in there.
Yeah.
And like, but like, because like placing it, like you're like delicately placing
Exactly.
cheese on top.
Yeah.
So maybe it is more manly to scoop it up because then it might like drip on you, and I feel like being messy is kind of manly.
Now that I'm thinking about it, is there any snack food a man can eat? Like, say you're putting your hand into like, what if you're walking around and you just have like a pretzel?
No.
Like a hard pretzel. Like, would you carry around like a Schneider's like hard pretzel?
I hate
and be-
pretzels.
Okay, too far.
Yeah,
again.
yeah,
Aleena.
yeah. Again, yeah. Sorry.
How dare you?
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me a different example.
Okay. Another snack. You're walking around and you have chips, but not Doritos. I'm talking you have a Ziploc bag of corn
A
chips.
Ziploc bag.
You
of
have
corn
packed
chips?
a zip. This is not a prepackaged
Yeah,
bag.
yeah.
You're bringing your snacks to your picnic. Can you bring a bag of chips?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, like, Kate, is there any girly? Can men eat everything?
They shouldn't be allowed to.
Like, okay,
No,
like,
they shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah.
like
There's
imagine
limits.
They should be
a man
given
at work
food
like
rations.
having soup. Like I know, like I'm trying to picture a man eating gazpacho. Like I just don't know why I can't see
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
There is something about a man coming to like a picnic or a lunch at work and just being like super overly prepared
Yeah.
for that lunch. Like I can tell you pretty much every week when we record, Alex is coming in with some Chipotle afterwards, which
Yeah.
is online.
Yeah.
If Alex came in one day with like
My lunch pail.
with a lunch pail and a thermos and he's got some leftovers and there is something about a bag of chips that has been removed from a bigger
Bag.
bag
Yes.
into a smaller bag that's like it makes me think.
Yeah, did your mommy pack that for you?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
packed it
yeah.
for myself.
So
but I got
anyways,
mommy.
I don't know.
Anyways, you guys, back to our page since
Yes.
I'm the adult here and I'm keeping us on track.
Yes.
So everyone knows the 2 truths and a lie game.
Yes.
Are we right? Are we right?
Everybody knows that, yeah.
Everyone knows it. I had this experience where my 2 truths and a lie, one of them was I've never had meat before. And I thought that was
Right.
always like growing up, I was like, oh, gangster. Like
Yeah.
no one's going to guess that, you know. Now I'm a meat eater. I'm out here eating steak. I'm eating chicken. I'm having it all. And I'm like, my 2 truths and a lie are gone. Like I don't even know what I can do anymore if I'm in a room where someone asks.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I wonder what Alex and Kate's 2 truths and a lie are. Because everyone like has them back pocket.
I don't have them in my back pocket.
You don't?
Kate, what's your back pocket
You have
one?
back
I'm
pocket?
not sure I have. Do you have back pockets?
You guys,
A lot of the times no.
any room I walk into, I'm like, I better have my 2 truths.
Let me
and a lie.
think about it for a sec.
Any
fucking-
room?
I better have them because you know people are like, "What's your 2 truths and a lie?" And I'm like, "Oh fuck!" So I got
In what
back
room
pocket.
are you walking in that people are hammering you with 2 truths and a lie?
Have you even gone through the world? Like anytime you go through the world, people are like, "Oh, you want to like meet and greet."
It's been a
Let's, like,
while
get-
since I
let's
had
get to know each
freshman
other.
orientation.
Oh. Okay, Alex. Have you ever gone to work? Anytime I work for a new company, they're like, "Let's have a blurb about you," and they're like, "Okay, like 2 truths and a lie."
I honestly think I might have written it down. I think I might have written.
See?
I think I might have written it down. Let me just
Google,
take a
look
look.
at.
I write so much in my notes app. Truths.
And a lot.
Nope.
You don't have it?
Nope.
But you have a memory of yourself.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. That was in the
Nice. I like.
Constitution.
Did you have like?
or the Declaration of Independence.
Really? Why is that? In
I
your
don't know.
notes? Honestly, it makes me like you more because I'm like, wow, you're so historical.
I wanted to be a history teacher. That's what I originally went to school for.
So you hate this podcast then?
I know. I love this podcast.
Oh, okay.
That's why I love when we get into history stuff because I'm like, okay, I get to flex this part of my brain that I
Oh,
decided
you're
I didn't
usually
want to do.
flexing?
No.
I'm just finding this out.
No, I'm not. I'm not flexing. I get to like use the part of the brain.
Oh.
Like not like I know so much history. More
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we get to talk about history. I like history.
Yeah. You're not like crumbling inside like, oh no, Sarah, that's wrong.
No. I love that. I love when you guys make up history and we have to figure out what's misinformation. In that.
Okay,
I think it's
thank
really
you.
fun.
Okay, so we're taking into account that no one has their two truths and a lie.
Yeah. Fuck. What? I'll think about it in the break and we'll talk about it in the bonus. Maybe.
Okay.
I can't think on the fly like this. Two truths and a lie.
No, yeah, it's really hard if you don't like have them.
And I want them
back
to be. I want
pocket.
them to be interesting. Like I don't want them to
that's
be.
what I mean. And so when I realized I was like, my truth that I always got someone on is gone. Like, how do I move forward?
Yeah.
Now I have to like, I'm thinking about myself constantly. Like, if I'm ever in a room,
Yeah.
and people are like, "What are your two
Yeah.
truths?
What am I so excited? Yeah.
What do I have to say?" Like, I don't know. I always feel very thrown off guard when someone's like, "What's your hobbies?" And what are your two truths? You know, I'm like, oh no. You know, what do I know about myself?
What makes you special?
Well, yeah, I'm like nothing.
Yeah.
Speaking of what makes you special. No. I'll save this for a different time. It's too long, too deep, too crazy. But I'll go to my fourth one since we don't know this one. For backstory, I bought away these like really cute. One's Romeo and Juliet, and one is Alice in Wonderland. And I found them in this like little antique bookstore, and they're like pretend kids books. They're for like kids rooms, but they're like the real story. And it looks really cute next to like her name. Like the covers, they're kind of like adult but kid looking. Anyways, I was like, this'll look cute, so I purchased it. And I love Romeo and Juliet. I wanted to buy all the Disney books, but I didn't. I went to Alice in Wonderland because I thought the cover looked sick. Okay, so I was like, oh, this is going to be hip. It's going to be cool. So I opened Romeo and Juliet the other day, and I'm trying to read it, right? And I'm going through the book, and I'm like, art thou sun-kissed, heavenly, thou must speaketh thee on thy tongue.
Right.
And I was like, if I did not know this story and I read this book, I would have no idea what it was about.
100%.
I got through one verse and I was like, who's talking to who?
So this is in full like Shakespearean English. Yeah.
And I felt so stupid reading English, reading the language I know.
Yeah.
Not well, mind you, but I know it. Okay. Reading the language I know, but I know the story, and I'm still like, I am so confused.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how many times am I saying like and in a sentence? And look at them speaking this way.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's like?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, again, it goes back to this. Does Corbin even love me? I mean, he's not even speaking to me in rhyme.
He's never compared me to a summer's rain.
Never compared me to a
Yeah.
day. Okay. And like, what light through yonder? I'm like, yonder. Like, I've never even used the word yonder. Like, and I've never used any of these terms. And I'm just feeling like, I'm not going to say like, I'm just feeling that we're just not really speaking to each other. I mean, I can't do any better. This is the best I can do. I'm not saying we should step it up, but I'm just saying I'm so jealous of how lovely words you flowed and how the way you speak and the way you write can fully like transform you and how you hear things and how you picture things. And I was just so instantly jealous and so instantly sad that I don't understand English.
Yeah.
And like, when was Shakespeare even around?
Yeah.
You know? And like, what's going on in the world? And like, is this really love? And like, then they both die.
Yeah.
And everything sucks.
Right.
And like, should I have another kid to name him Romeo?
So kind of a lot of thoughts there.
There's so many thoughts.
Gotcha.
Have you ever tried to read Shakespeare?
I have. We had to read Shakespeare in middle school and high school. And I agree. It's really tough to decipher. We actually, when we did Shakespeare, there was Shakespearean English on the left and then modern English on the right. Like so, like
That
the
sounds
page was
lovely.
the book was double the size because you would see here and you would see like a translation on the right,
Thank God.
and it was really helpful because it is like, although it is English, it is like poetry and rhyme and different schemes that you don't understand. So
Even the way you speak it. Like I was trying to speak it in lines, like how it was written. I sounded insane.
yeah, and you do sound insane unless like you know how to read Shakespeare. Like, have you seen? Oh my God, have you seen The Tragedy of Macbeth with Denzel Washington?
No.
He was, and I don't understand Shakespeare like that.
Yeah.
He was so fucking good. I like. You forget the fact that like he's speaking in Shakespearean, like the whole film is in Shakespearean English and all that kind of stuff. He's so fucking good and it's so incredible. And like I saw this like 2 years ago. It's like it feels like this like, do I know like what is I know what's happening, but it's like you're speaking in poetry.
Yeah.
Like it's so hard to understand.
You're almost slowly comprehending it, or like comprehending it after the fact. Like it hits you a second later.
Yeah. But it's like more emotive and there's more emotion and like it's just like people don't speak like that in
At
real
all.
life, but we should. We
It
should
just
be
makes me
prettier.
it makes me sad to not have that skill.
Yeah.
Or just even like the skill of speaking in general. Obviously, I love chatting, but everything's shorthand and the way I speak is super fast and, not articulate and basically wrong.
Yeah.
So
Not wrong, Sarah.
just my flow of things and the cadence and how it's written and just having the ability to articulate that is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And I felt like there's no going back, there's no way that we speak to each other like that anymore. And I felt this sadness, but also this like coolness to see it. Like that's how, and maybe honestly, I mean, this is a play. Like maybe that's not how people spoke, maybe that's not how the general population spoke. Maybe that's just his like way of writing it.
Yeah.
But it just felt really magical to read.
Yeah.
And even though I had no idea what was fucking going on, I was like, they love each other so much. I can't
100%.
tell.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's saying words like sunshine and rainbow. And I'm like, they love each other.
I'm really jealous of people that, like you're saying, that are really articulate and that are really well spoken. Because I feel similar.
It's a huge skill.
I feel like I'm always rushing through my sentences. I'm not taking the time to really be thoughtful in what I say.
Yes.
So when people like string sentences together that are really
Beautiful.
comprehensive and beautiful,
Yeah.
I'm like, did you think about saying this before you said it?
Yeah.
Like,
Or did that just come to you?
Did that just come to you? Are you
Yeah.
freestyling right now? Like,
Are you freestyling your speech?
yeah.
Basically like us this episode.
Yeah.
We
pretty
freestyled the
much.
whole thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, guys, since I'm Aleena now, I'm supposed to say we're wrapping up this episode and we're going in the bonus, which
So
is so
fast.
crazy.
Yeah. Kate was much kinder with the time thing than I am.
No. Yeah. But we're gonna start the bonus. So if you loved this episode, we're gonna continue this me, Alex, Aleena,
Yeah.
for weeks to come, and we'll continue it in the bonus.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys there. Okay. Bye.
Bye.